All
Yo,
right. Welcome
what's
back
happening?
to another brand new episode of the
Mm-hmm.
Opinion City podcast. I am one of your hosts. I am Butter and Onions, never deep fried.
And I am
Uh, and
Pierogi Parma.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
it's quite a day here
quite a
at
day.
Opinion City. We are going to be we're going to be I don't know. It's going to be an interesting show. We've
Yes,
got
very interesting.
why don't you tell everybody who our guest is today?
This week
Because
we have on Puff the wrestler. He is one half of the tag team Club Soda with
yeah,
partner Jeff Cannonball. They
exciting
are the
stuff.
lovers of Squirt Soda, as we have seen multiple times live.
Yes.
Um, their entrance, yeah, something about entrances that are super special, and I think theirs is just
Mm,
similar to Speedball Mike Bailey's that we also saw at Steel Sacks. Very much
hmm.
fan interactive, fan interaction, and I love those entrances where it's all about the fans and getting them involved with your entrance.
Yeah. You know, it's just, and this is one of the things that we talk about as far as like not just some of the wrestlers, but like the indie companies we go to. Every minute of every second of it, every second of every minute is just fun.
Right,
It's massive amounts of fun.
right.
There's no way to go about it. And Jeff Cannonball and Puff have been many different things over the years, but
Right.
there's just something special about seeing them together. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but they're just I don't know. It's just a magic moment.
Which is crazy too because, you have Jeff Cannonball who is this, hardcore, death match wrestler
Mm-hmm.
on one end, and then on the other end he's this goofball, funny, soda drinking,
Yeah.
party hardy kind of guy, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's such two opposite spectrums, but he can play both so well.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. It's pretty crazy. So you know I don't know. It's just I don't know what to say about them because like I don't know, just
It's just something
everything
that you
about
have to go see live. Like there's no
it's
other way
an
to put it.
experience.
Like yes, you can watch it on YouTube or whatever, and
Yeah.
IWTV and watch it there, but you have to go see them in person to get the full
Yeah.
club soda experience.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think that it's just it's something that has to be experienced live. Like there's certain wrestlers and certain people, certain companies, things like that. That you can see on streaming or whatever. But
Right.
there's no way to describe how much fun it is until you are 100% live. And it's a great time. So we've got a big show with Puff today, who
And
will
you
be
can't go wrong with their manager J.S. Hawthorne either. He was a character as well, man. He was a character
yeah,
when at
very
Steel
very cool
Stacks.
stuff. Very cool stuff. So yeah, we will be joined by Puff today, and in just a little bit we'll have
Right.
Puff on. So what else has been going on? What have you noticed lately in the world of wrestling that has been drawing you in?
Right now for me, it's been the Monster Factory. I mean, it's
Hmm.
so close to me. It's like an hour and a half drive. One of my best friends trains there, so it's good to have sort of that reason to go there. Not that I wouldn't go without him, but
Right.
getting to see him live wrestle and do what he has always wanted to do is
Hmm.
really really cool.
Sure.
But then like last night was their last event of the year, one last
Hmm.
fight, which if you haven't watched it live or if you haven't watched it on YouTube, go seek it out. The main event between Brett Waters and Goldie was phenomenal.
Hmm.
It was a street fight for the belt. Spoilers, just so you know. So I'm gonna give you a
Nope.
minute if you wanna
Spoiler alerts if you
if
want
you
to
wanna
dip
skip ahead,
out.
skip
Yep.
ahead. If not, hang around. But there was a heel turn last night, and I'm a little bit sad
Hmm.
about it because he was on our show, and that's Bobby Lee Buffet. He turned
Ooh,
heel
here
at
it
the end of the
comes.
show last night.
Yep.
He attacked what Brett at the end after
Hmm.
Xander came in to beat up Brett and help Goldie, and Bobby came in. You thought he was gonna hit Xander. He hits Brett
Hmm.
instead, And yeah, it means no more eat theme song because, like Danny said at the press conference after the show, once you turn heel, that's it. No one should be allowed to sing your theme song. So
So,
that's the end of that song.
well, that's that kind of sucks. Why don't you? Well, okay, so people might not know what you're talking about. Why don't you tell people you're talking about an after show presser? Why don't you tell people
Yes,
about that? 'Cause
it
I
was
don't
their
think-
first. Yeah, it was their first one. I think they're going to do more after their big events, but it's called Project Monster Factory. It's
Yeah.
on YouTube. It's basically going to be like a behind the scenes, kind of like what WWE does with the press conference, what AEW does with their media scrum.
Sure.
But Danny's doing it with the Monster Factory.
Yeah.
He had a booth. All the wrestlers went out on there, and you could ask him whatever you wanted. I asked a few myself, as an Opinion City representative.
Sure. Gotcha.
It was just really cool because like he really wanted to peel back the curtain. Like a lot of press conferences, they're very much in character, right? Like WWE's are very much in character. AEW's kind of border the line, depending on which one you watch. Like CM Punk's was kind of real.
Yeah.
But with this one, he really wanted to really make it real. Like they weren't in character. He wanted to make sure that you knew that this is the real versions of them. Ask them anything. Ask them about their experience. Ask them how they made these stories. Because what's cool about the Monster Factory is that Danny, yes, is the booker, but it's really the students that book the shows. Like the students book TRL. The students run and produce the big shows each month. Like it's all about the students. So as long as the students tell Danny and get the approval, they can kind of do whatever they want to do. So that's really, really cool. So, but
That's
I think
awesome.
we have our guest of the week in
we
here.
certainly do.
We have, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, he is one half of the tag team known as Club Soda with Jeff Cannonball. Let's bring him in now. Puff the Wrestler. Let's go.
Hey.
What the
There he
fuck is up?
What's going on, man?
What's happening?
How'd you change your font? That's pretty cool.
I thought you guys did that.
No,
No.
that's pretty cool.
I clicked the StreamYard link and that popped up, and I was like,
I
"Whoa!"
love it.
That's pretty
I was
cool.
They already had this set up for me. That's cool.
What's
is
going on, man? How
sweet.
are you?
I'm all over the place.
You're all over the
was in
place.
Canada wrestling last night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jingle All the Way Open Challenge.
Ooh,
You know who answered the Open Challenge?
you.
The referee of the match.
Oh, really?
I
That's
clicked on the ref
crazy.
of the match.
That's
Behind me,
crazy.
he pulled his rep shirt off, took a tube of wrapping paper, and beat the shit out of me from behind me.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's
And
hilarious.
Believe it or not, the announcer of the show won the match. There
Wow.
was a lot of chaos.
What-
He ended up
A
getting
match
on
that
top.
sounds like. That sounds crazy.
Listen, every year I like to have Jingle All the Way matches, and this was
Yeah.
one
Oh,
of them.
man, that's
It was one of
nuts.
them. It was
That's
it was just chaos. Sorry, I'm feeling Campbell.
No, you're fine, man.
No,
We're,
dude.
we're
Running
here,
around.
man. We're doing it. We're here. You made it. We're happy that you made it.
Yeah.
Super excited to have you on the show. And let's just get things rolling and ask you the basic question that we ask every wrestler on this list, and give us what we call in the Opinion City here the dust jacket bio of one Puff the Wrestler.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the question? The dust
Yeah.
jacket?
Yeah, well,
Yep.
listen. If I was
Bio?
reading a book about Puff, what would I want to know about Puff? Like what for people, for
people who
the,
don't
like,
know
the
who
three
Puff
people on
is,
Earth living
yeah.
under a rock who don't know who Puff is.
I would say Puff is an entertainer, first and foremost,
Mm-hmm.
who loves the Avett brothers,
Okay.
and performs in wrestling rings all over the world,
Right.
trying his best to entertain audiences all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all I'm going to say.
Awesome.
And he also loves the Sandman, Adam Sandler.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I mean, he is amazing.
Inspired by
He is-
Adam Sandler, Jack Black, Danny DeVito, and Eric Andre.
Okay, that was
All
going
right.
to be my next question. Was how would you describe, the Puff character?
Yeah,
You basically just said it.
Not inspired by a single other wrestler.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I don't fuck with wrestling like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you a quick Adam Sandler story.
There we
So
go.
When I was back in college, he was still on SNL, and he was doing the comedy concerts. So like he would. So I was at the college I went to. He was performing one night, and I slept out overnight to get tickets, and he was actually performing on Halloween. So after the show is over, his tour bus is parked outside the building. So of course everybody rushes out to the tour bus to get a glimpse of him. And so he's in the bathroom in the back because it's got like a curtain at the window, and he's like opening the curtain and making faces and closing the curtain. So then nobody's leaving. Everybody's out there screaming. So he comes out the front of the bus, and he has this plastic pumpkin full of candy, and he just starts chucking candy by the handful into the crowd. So, everything's going great. He's throwing candy. All of a sudden, the candy's gone. So he decides to chuck the pumpkin. So he chucks the pumpkin, and I'm standing there, and I see it coming right towards me. So I'm like,
oh no,
I'm going to get this pumpkin. And I see that there's this girl next to me who is thinking the exact same thing. So
shit.
I see
you
she's
push her,
getting ready.
You push her to the ground. You
push her.
Wait a minute. No, I did one better. So
oh jeez.
Oh god.
I can see she's getting ready to jump. So just as she's getting ready to jump, I basically just stick my arm out, and she jumps head first into my elbow.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
And I grab the pumpkin, and I'll tell you what, I have never run so fast in my entire life. I ran straight back to my dorm room, and to this day, I still have that pumpkin, and I will meet him one day, and he will sign that pumpkin.
I don't think so. If I ever meet him, I'm gonna tell him this story.
Oh no.
He's gonna be pissed.
You got caught.
Listen, I don't know if either one of us is ever going to meet him, but
right.
It's worth keeping that one in the back pocket just in case.
There you go.
This story at you.
Yeah,
it's a bit of an opposite tale. To go back to one of the things from my dust jacket bio.
There we go.
I just understood what a dust jacket is. On a
book.
That just
finally comes together. You finally got it.
You were talking about a duster jacket, like from Always Sunny.
No.
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 I was at an Avett Brothers concert, and my favorite band of all time. I'm like second row, right up on the barricade.
Right.
And show ends. It was wonderful as always. They're the greatest band of all time. And they're throwing set lists. Like they take the set list that they have, crumple it up, throw it in the crowd. Right. I see Bob Crawford, I think, the bass player, throw a set list. And I throw my hands up and I go, boom. And I open my hands and it's in there. I caught the set list. I couldn't believe it. And there was a girl next to me who they played their last song was like her favorite song. And I had seen her like lose her mind over the fact that they played the song Bleeding White. And she was like crying and stuff, and she's still there. She wanted that set list. I look over at her with tears in her eyes, and I say, "Hey," and I gave her the set list.
Oh, look at you!
I'm a good person, unlike butter and onions.
Here we go.
Hit a woman.
No.
It was not on purpose. It was not on purpose.
It was not. No.
Like, oh, she wants the pumpkin.
No.
You're ready.
Right in the face.
Go for the pumpkin. Go if I dare you.
Well, thanks for coming. It was great having you.
Right.
We'll be sure to keep in touch, and we'll have you on again, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Someday.
Who's up?
Nah.
Yeah. All right. So let's start at the beginning here. So how does the wrestling journey of Puff get started?
There we go.
I was never the biggest wrestling fan. Also, I'm going to be eating Popeyes throughout this because
that's okay.
They're not a sponsor. I wish they
this all go. Listen, this just goes more with the episode, so you're fine.
Listen, I'm
now
contacting
if it was pierogies, it would have been perfect. But
I'm contacting Popeyes.
I wish I could get pierogies with ease, bro. Oh my god, I love like a drive-through pierogi spot.
That would be amazing. I would be there every day.
I wouldn't need anything else.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, just quickly on that note, are you more a fan of butter and onions, or are you more a fan of deep fried?
Of what?
Pierogies. Are you more of a fan of like the deep fried pierogies or the butter and onions?
Butter and onion pierogies, 100%.
There we go.
Thank you so much. Now,
I
my
don't really
wife and
think deep fried pierogies are not pierogies.
No, it's not the
Thank
same.
you.
It's not.
Listen,
No, you gotta go butter and
so
onions.
They got to be
I told-
sautéed with butter and onions.
Yes. I told the wife about butter and onions never deep fried, and she's like, I bet you. She's like, no, I always eat deep fried. She's like,
No,
I bet you
it's
he's
butter
going
and
to take
onions all the
my
way.
side. And I said, listen, I said, no. I'm like, he's going to be on my side. And she's like, listen, if he doesn't pick deep fried, I'm never cheering for him again. And I said, you know what?
Oh, that's it.
I'm going to
That's
tell him
it.
that.
Done.
But listen, I'm cheering for you, and Pierogi Parma is cheering for you. So that's
Period.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
that's right.
And you know,
Okay.
it's gonna be her downfall if she's not cheering for me. Because that's the thing. If anyone is not cheering for me, I just think of it. I feel bad for them because it's like I know that I rule.
Oh,
Yes.
And
we
I'm
were just
always doing
saying.
cool shit in the ring. So if anyone's
we
ever
were-
trying to like boo me or not cheer for me,
Right.
I'm like,
No, listen.
it's your loss.
Listen,
You are making
were
a
just-
conscious decision to not enjoy yourself.
We were
I'm
just saying
having a great
before.
time regardless.
Right. We were just saying before you popped on about, our Steel Stack SmackDown experience and how seeing you with Jeff Cannonball as Club Soda live is an experience.
You gotta
bringing out
see
the,
it.
you know,
Yeah.
bringing out the squirt sodas, sharing it with the crowd, the fan interaction. It's just something that is you have to see live, and it's
Exactly.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, and she's just kidding too. She
Yeah.
really will show you. 'Cause listen, there are two wrestlers that she likes, you and Orange Cassidy.
There you go. You're on the
she's
list,
all about
baby.
it. And
You know, me and Orange Cassidy teamed at the first ever Lehigh Valley Let's Hang Out show.
Oh wow.
really,
Yeah, it was
There you
like
go.
wow.
a really early match in my career. It was the 1st Let's Hang Out show, and it was me and Orange Cassidy versus this tag team called Weird World,
Okay.
and it was a great match. I don't know. That's all the details.
All right, awesome.
Speaking of Lehigh Valley, Ralph, why don't you bring up the question that you wanted to bring up before about Lehigh Valley and Buffalo?
Oh, listen, yeah. Not to get too much off topic here, but so as far as Buffalo and the Lehigh Valley go, what are like some of your like favorite food spots in Buffalo, favorite food spots in the Lehigh Valley? Because I'm sure there's stuff at both places that you can't get at the other.
Yeah. I mean, in Buffalo, my favorite food spot is like basically any local pizzeria. I'm a really big chicken wing guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of places in Buffalo, and you can't really go wrong with any spot in Buffalo for chicken wing wise.
Mhm.
My personal favorite is a little dive bar called the 911 Tavern.
Okay.
Ooh.
Far and away the best chicken wings in the city of Buffalo. The only issue with it is that their hours are weird. They're
Okay.
only open like four days a week,
That's weird.
and they only open at like 4:30, and they stop serving food at like 9:30. It's like a
That's
5
such
hour
a
window.
small window.
It's a
Such
very small window.
window.
Very small window, and like you usually have to wait because it's usually fucking packed in there because everybody wants
Right.
the wings.
Those are always the best chicken wing places when they've got something like weird about them. They
Yeah,
tend
some
to be,
weird,
like, the
quirky
best chicken
thing.
wings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Far and away the best wings in the city, in my opinion.
nice.
And then what about Lehigh Valley?
Lehigh Valley, I haven't been able to venture out too much.
Okay.
I usually just stop at a Sheetz if
Okay.
I'm there. I love Sheetz, but I did get to go to the Quakertown Market. If you guys are familiar,
Okay.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
the Q Mart. I don't know what it's called. It's like a giant flea market type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Inside.
absolutely.
I had a giant pierogi there that was awesome.
There you go. There you go.
Love
I got some homemade pickles there that were crazy. These hot and spicy homemade pickles,
Mhm.
best pickles I've ever had in my goddamn life, and I've been
Nice.
wanting to go back ever since.
Right.
The whole place was awesome. Just being able to explore that, I spent like
Mhm.
a few hours there, just going up and down the aisles and the stores and the stuff they had. It was just a crazy because we used to have a flea market in Buffalo. They kind of closed it down now, and
Mhm.
I haven't found any other new flea market in Buffalo. But the
Right.
Quakertown market was awesome.
Yeah.
Quakertown Sheets. I love A Treat. I love A
Yes.
Treat.
Yes.
Whenever I'm in the Lehigh Valley, I try as hard as I can to stock up on A Treat.
Do you have a favorite flavor?
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
A tough one.
Because I have an answer for this, but it's a tough one.
If I'm drinking heavy, which is full sugar,
Right.
Big Blue is untouchable.
Big Blue is good. I will say right up there with Big Blue for me is the red cream soda.
There you go.
Because that's really smooth.
They do a diet version of the cream soda, and it's pretty
yeah,
badass.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the best diet cream sodas out there.
Nice.
Diet soda wise, they had a diet orange cream that was fucking great.
Their orange cream stuff is really good.
Right.
Yeah.
They got a diet birch beer. I love birch beer, and any chance I can get a diet version of a birch beer, I'm all about it.
A-Treat is so good, just from top to bottom. Everything they do is so good. Next time you're in Bethlehem for wrestling, we got to get you to. And I introduced Sean to this when we did Steel Stacks, but we got to get you to the Flying V.
It's so good. If you love poutines, man, they have the best. It's so good.
It's incredible. They do like poutine with like braised
chicken,
short ribs, and like it is. We're gonna get you there next time you're in.
That's crazy because the one thing I don't like about poutine, the reason I don't usually eat poutine is because of the gravy. I'm not a big gravy guy.
Right. Well, this has more options, so it's like not just the original. They have the original option there, but they also have a
full menu.
Yeah, a full menu of different ones.
It's phenomenal. For gravy and a poutine, that makes me usually like poutine because then it's kind of just like loaded fries, but loaded fries are not bad at all. You know?
No, loaded fries are also really good.
Yeah, they do really good stuff. Sean was very impressed with them.
Yes, I was.
that's one of my favorite places to stop when I hit up Bethlehem is Flying V. Maybe we'll get them as a sponsor.
Right.
I'll contact Popeyes.
What was that?
Do they have a lot of vegan options there at the Flying V?
I think they have some vegan options. If
I think they do,
remember correctly, yeah.
Because I'm usually staying with Chris Elvac, if you're familiar with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Runs the joint. He runs Elvac.
Yep.
And he's vegan, so I usually defer to anything he's getting. And that's why we always fucking convene at Sheets. There's so many different options and everything, and so easy, and all the late at night, dude. Sheets is untouchable.
There was. So I used to go to YCP out in York College for my college career there, and it was either Rudders or Sheets, and those are my two places that I went to. Was either Rudders or Sheets. Rudders is basically like a less. It's like one step down from Sheets.
Okay, it's very similar in concept.
It's the same thing. It's like it's a gas station that has good food, but it's like Sheets and then Rudders.
It's very regional too.
It's not around many places. I mean, I think it's mainly in PA. I don't know any other states that has a Rudders.
Is it 24/7?
I think so. Yeah, because I would remember walking, drunk as a skunk, 2 a.m. to Rudders. You're getting some food and then walking back to my dorm.
Well, that's a huge thing for me nowadays. In Buffalo, there's nowhere that's 24/7 anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Since COVID, everything's
it's hard.
COVID kind of changed everything, and for better or worse.
Did.
For better or worse.
Walmart's not being 24/7 anymore.
Yeah. That hurts.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that hurts absolutely. Because I remember going as
the grocery store, not 24/7 anymore. 7-Eleven is the only thing that's 24/7 around here.
Yeah, same over here. Yeah, I think
24/7, 7-Eleven doesn't even have good shit, and it's all overpriced. I'm not gonna do that. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm a Slurpee fan. That's pretty much the only reason I go there.
Yeah, of course.
That's true. And usually, if you go to a 7-Eleven at night and it's one person working there, and all you get is a Slurpee, you go to pay for it, and they're usually just like, all right, is that all? You're good. Free Slurpee.
Right.
That's awesome. In Whitehall, we have the only White Castle in all of Pennsylvania.
The only one? Wow.
Yeah, it's in Whitehall, outside of Allentown, and so one block down from the White Castle is a 7-Eleven. So I'll go and get my White Castle, then I'll go and get my Slurpee. And
there you go.
It's
Done.
magic. And there's a bowling alley there too, but I've never felt like going enough after eating all of that to go bowling. I'm like,
let me tell you what, I would not go to the 7-Eleven after the White Castle because White Castle has one of my favorite innovations of this modern era.
What's that?
Oh.
and that is the Coke Freestyle machine.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
those are pretty cool.
All those different sodas with all
those are pretty
flavors
cool.
in 0 calorie, 0 sugar
Yep.
options, untouchable.
That's a little tease for later because we're doing top 5 sodas later on. So that's a little tease for later.
I will tell you, do you have a Wendy's near you? Okay.
Of course I do. And the one
all right.
that was the closest Wendy's to me for so long held out and didn't get a freestyle machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just a couple months ago, the Wendy's that's like 3 minutes from my house got one, and I'm so stoked about it.
If they still have the NFL mixes in there, because like that's a Wendy's exclusive, go and try the Brady mix. It might be my favorite soda of all time.
There you go.
Really? What
Yes.
was? Do you know
It's
what it
like,
was?
Yeah. I looked it up online once. It's
Just so I
like
can Google it.
yeah.
Google.
It's because it's like half vanilla Coke and half cherry Coke, and then so it's and then it's like a quarter of Coke cream soda.
There you
so
go.
it's like vanilla Coke, cherry Coke, and cream soda Coke.
Dude, cream soda Coke Zero. I just had one yesterday at Nando's in Canada. Oh, it's so good. I love the cream soda Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about your trip in Canada? What was that like going to Canada and doing that?
So it's a frequent thing for me because I'm in Buffalo, so I'm so close to Canada. So I'm always crossing the border. And yesterday it was me, Myung Jae Lee, and then we had me and Myung Jae Lee usually travel together.
Right.
Yeah.
But we had Griffin McCoy and Jordan Oliver with us.
Oh, nice.
Okay, nice.
Broke.
That's a quartet.
That's great.
I talked to Myung Jae Lee a little once we all like got dropped off and stuff. Only for it was like a 20-second conversation on the phone because he called me, I answered, and then he got a call immediately afterwards. But he was like, "What'd you think of that car ride?" And I was like, "It was a great time." And he was like, "Yeah, it was, man." And we were just like, "Hell yeah." It was just a really good time. We had these long talks about I know you asked about the trip to Canada, but I guess I figured you were asking about the wrestling show, but I'm going to talk about the car ride.
No, you're fine. Go for it.
Dude,
we're here.
We were talking about last meals.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Dude, Griffin McCoy, if you ever talk to him or try to get him to be a guest on this podcast, ask him about his last meal. Because when I asked, he had a whole layout of an entire day.
Oh, wow.
All this food and all these plans. And I was not expecting it. I thought he was going to list like 4 things like what I would usually do. But he had a day planned with his last meal. And it was crazy.
How long is the drive from Buffalo to Canada?
So we went to Cambridge, Ontario. Which was only about like 2 hours and like 15 minutes away from my house in Buffalo. So it was a shorter ride than most of the Canada trips. Usually we'll be going to Toronto, which Toronto is either an hour 45 away or 3.5 hours away.
No middle ground. No middle ground.
Such a shit show. It's such a mess.
Makes sense.
So either there's no traffic or all the traffic is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And there's no rhyme or reason. There's no like, oh, earlier in the day it's better.
Right.
Later in the day it's better. It's shot always. It's just a shit show. You just depending on the day, if you're lucky.
One day Canada will figure out driving.
Yeah, right.
That's what you'd think after all this time, somebody would figure out what they're doing up there. But man, it's like, I don't know. They need to add like an extra highway or something. Even though they have a few, they have a lot, but they gotta get one more to figure it out. I don't know.
That's great.
That's
funny. But yeah, it was a really good time because the show was the second edition. It was the second year in a row they do these shows. The promotion's called Crossbody.
Okay.
Crossbody Studios. Big Ben Ortmans runs it. And actually a little bit of a Bethlehem connection. He's got a lot of Speedball Mike Bailey influence on it. Like he works closely with Speedball about putting together matches because Speedball does the commentary on everything there.
Right.
And he put it together. He helped put together this show called Flip the Script,
Okay.
which is a night of absurdity because all the matches were like insane stipulations. There were like elimination matches where you get eliminated if you can't remember or you don't sing a Christmas carol correctly. Like the referee picks a Christmas carol, you have to sing, and if you get any of the words wrong, you get eliminated.
That sounds like so much fun.
That was just one of the
Man, I'm
then
so
there was
in.
My Jingle All the Way match.
I'm
which was
so down.
Insanity with wrapping paper. I threw Crocs. There was candy cane thumbtacks. There was Christmas presents bashed over heads.
That's awesome.
A baseball bat wrapped in Christmas lights.
Right.
That's incredible.
That was chaos. There was a reverse ladder match. Put the star on the tree, win the presents under the tree match.
Wow.
And I was like,
I'm so in.
That's
Sign me up. I'm so.
I didn't understand what a reverse ladder match was, and they're like, no, it's because usually when you have a ladder match, you climb up the ladder to take something down.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is climb up the ladder to put something up, put the star.
Oh,
on the tree.
right.
And
That's amazing.
and then the winner gets the presents under the tree. And
Wow.
there was that.
That
there was
sounds awesome.
There was a match where there was a present that was wrapped very well and maybe a bunch of layers on it.
Right.
With a prize underneath, and you could only you would get 20 seconds to unwrap, and you could only get 20 seconds to unwrap by getting a 2 count, a DQ, or a rope break.
Dude,
And
this is amazing.
it was insanity, but it was so much fun and so cool. It was like overall such a great show, and just like the locker room, there's just a fun atmosphere and shit. It was just a great time overall. It was really a lot of fun. And like being able to do it with Griffin and Jordan with us, that was a lot of fun. So I haven't seen either of them in a long time, but like back when we all had, like when I had first started, and I think Jordan was like, obviously Jordan has blown up since, and he's like, I think he's got a big tour of the UK coming up. That's crazy.
Right. Jordan's killing it.
Jordan is absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
And so is Griffin. Griffin's fucking like they look like two different human beings than the last time I saw them when we were younger, because like they both like fucking built themselves to fucking look like big ass dope wrestlers, and that's what they are. But like seeing them and talking about like the last times, like because me and Jordan had this tag team match in Canada like 6 years ago, that was awesome, and we were talking about that. It was a good fucking time, and that show was so much fun. We went to Nando's before the show. Then we went to a place called Melt Witch afterwards, and that
sounds awesome.
They had a bunch of like different grilled cheese options and shit. It was too many options for me. I couldn't.
You couldn't just choose one.
You
couldn't just choose one. Yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just a really good time. A lot of fun.
Right. So
awesome.
I've been meaning to ask you, and I hear you have beef, and when I mean beef, I mean with the ring ropes. So what is your beef with the ring ropes, and you not being able to get in the ring? Every time I see you, I think it's the funniest thing where you attempt to go in, slide in, can't do it.
Oh, but LVAC.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I don't know what it is. Right? It's like, that ring is super tall.
Yeah.
And whenever I get a jump, I mistime it, and I can't get in, bro. Why would you don't bring that up? I look like an idiot every time.
No, it is so good.
It's the funniest. It's
You wanna
amazing
talk
every
about-
time. It's the funniest thing.
I'm a big dude,
Of course, yeah,
Sure.
and
I feel you.
that ring
I'm
is
there.
super tall,
right.
Mhm.
and the apron is super small. So it's like even though I get a little glimpse of it, I can't fucking get up there, and they have stairs to get in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it! And I also never have enough room because like everyone's around the ring.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I don't
very
have enough room to
very
get,
close
like, a big
quarters.
running start to get a good jump.
Yeah, very close
Every
quarters.
time I
Yeah.
try, bro, it's a fucking nightmare. Oh.
No, it's one of the best things I love about your entrance is like not just you and Jeff giving people some sips of the squirt soda with Hawthorne, but it's the fact that you had the running start each time, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
can't get in the ring.
It pisses me off, man.
Oh, it's so good though. Like,
It's
you want to
so
talk about
good.
entertaining people? Forget it. Like you hit the high note right there, and it just keeps going.
On this next show, I'm gonna have people lift me into the ring. I'm like,
yes, please.
Perfect.
I'm gonna point out. I'm gonna find strong people in the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, grab a leg, guys, and push me.
Grab a leg and help me out.
Oh,
grab a leg and push, because I'm not even gonna bother.
That's awesome. All right, so kind of keeping on that trend, talk about like club soda. How did all of that come about? Like, what, the whole idea, the whole presentation, because the whole thing is just from beginning to end is just amazing. Like,
so good.
It might be, honestly, it might be my favorite tag team of all time, just because it is so. Everything you guys do is entertaining, every minute of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that. Did that come through the noise that I just made?
Oh yeah, that was like the perfect.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
That was the
I didn't know you had more to
ASMR.
say,
That was like the perfect ASMR
I
moment
was
of the show.
do that and then say, "Let me tell you." But,
what are you drinking there, just perchance?
This is a
you got?
black raspberry with a lot of Z's LaCroix.
Oh,
LaCroix.
Okay,
All right,
LaCroix.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Sparkling water.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Used to be vehemently against sparkling waters.
Mhm.
And then I was like, I'm not drinking enough water. Let's drink sparkling waters. And so I started drinking LaCroix and sparkling waters and whatnot.
Nice.
You got to find the right sparkling water.
Oh yeah,
some are just really bad.
Some are just really bad. Yeah.
There's a lot that are not good, but there's a lot that are pretty good. I fuck with Waterloo, the brand Waterloo.
Yes, they're
great
pretty good. Yeah.
Sparkling waters. And there's a lot of good Polar sparkling waters too. Polar makes good seltzer.
Mm-hmm.
But with club soda, it was just like, I don't know. I've been rocking an Elvac for a while. I used to have people that I teamed with, but Garcia got signed. Another Buffalo dude I don't talk to anymore, so he wasn't going to be my partner in Elvac.
Right.
So it was just like I needed a little bit of direction going forward after I had that big feud with Big Dan.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Jeff. I had a few matches where me and Jeff were in together, and I love Jeff, and we both love soda. We both love soda, and I think it was Ultramantis Black who came up with the name Club Soda. We were trying to figure out a name for us as a team.
Right.
And fucking Ultramantis just spit out the greatest one of all time. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And Simon Sutherland came along and put us together and got us drinking Squirt, and the rest is history, man. We just had a lot of fun. And we're trying to recruit. We're trying to get a bigger fucking club going. It's just me and Jeff, but it's not exclusive, you know. If you like, fucking rocking and rolling.
Join the club, man. Join the club.
Well, that's the thing. Jeff couldn't make it one time, and I needed a new tag team partner. So Simon Sutherland hit up Lucky 13.
There you go.
Little did I know, after the match, Lucky 13 would low blow me, and low blow Simon Sutherland, and then Steel Stacks comes around. Lucky brings Brandon Kirk with him.
Yep.
And they fucking low blow us again. Yep. And then shave Simon's head. So now we're for blood. That's as simple as that. For fucking blood.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. We were there at that show front row, and we got to unfortunately see all of that go down.
Oof.
Were you in the splash zone for the
No, we were on the other side.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, I think we might have gotten splashed a little bit.
We got a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little.
We got a little bit of it. Yeah.
Who started the idea of actually passing around the soda bottles to the fans?
I'm gonna give that to Simon. I don't know. It's usually like, here's the thing: we didn't really have an idea. We just went out there with a bunch of Squirt.
Yeah.
Simon started passing out Squirts to fans, and there you have it. That's how the idea comes about.
But then, did you just start because you were out there just giving people little sips of like the big bottle?
Yeah, I came out with the big bottle, and I was like, I mean, that's the thing. It's just improv, I guess. I'm just out there and like, these people want some Squirt. I gotta give the people what they want.
Exactly.
Pour from the apron to someone's mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. That was literally middle of the match. Some guy just gave him over the ring ropes and just pouring the soda into his mouth. It was so cool.
I did that at a Sokol show too. I was like, who wants to get squirted? And usually there's a volunteer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Usually, I'm sure there is.
Yeah. Wow. So, and this is for me personally, because I think this is one of the greatest things ever. But talk about Body by Pierogis. How did that all, like? Because the T-shirt was great, and like, how did that all come up?
Pierogi-based athlete.
Yeah,
yeah. That's brilliant.
It was when I was feuding. It was when I was feuding with Dan at LVAC.
Right.
And he had a shirt. He put out a shirt because he's vegan that says plant-based athlete.
Right.
And it's got a picture of him in the letters.
Mm-hmm.
So he obviously gets his stuff printed at LVAC. Every wrestler should get their shirts printed at LVAC. They're the best shirts
Absolutely.
in business. I'll never do anything.
100%.
LVAC has my heart and my business till the day I'm fucking 6 feet under.
100%.
But I reached out to LVAC and I was like, "Hey, I got an idea. I want to mess with Dan." And I got the Puff Pierogis at the LVAC shows, the Let's Hang Out shows. I call them LVAC shows, but they're Let's Hang Out. I don't know.
Yeah.
The real titles, whatever.
Everyone has their own names for it. LVAC, LVAC. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, everybody's.
I was like, how about pierogi-based athlete with a picture? And I brought those out, man, and people fucked with them because you can get Puff Pierogis and the Puff Pierogi shirt.
Yep.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah. Amazing stuff.
It just came about as a way to fuck with Big Dan Champion.
Of course. So as you know, we have a podcast, but we also know that you have a podcast called the Puffcast.
I used to have a podcast.
I
don't really. I kind of turned that into hold on. Getting over a sinus infection, so I got some coughing going on.
I was gonna say it was the food's fault. Popeyes.
I got the same thing going on. I feel you.
I blame Popeyes.
I only had a cough going on, and I was like, "This has been ridiculous." I've been having this dry throat going on, and I go to the immediate care, and like right off the bat, like I didn't really have any sinus stuff going on.
Yeah,
but they're like, "Oh, you're coughing like that? You got a sinus infection." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't think."
Okay, cool, sick.
And then they're like, "Here, let us do a couple things." They like check my ears and my throat, and they're like, "Oh, sinus infection, boom." They fucking diagnosed it right off. Oh my god, I'm coughing again.
No, you're good.
That's all right, man.
You're fine.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
Yeah, they diagnosed it so quick, and they're like, "Oh, sinus infection, boom." They got it right off the bat and got me an antibiotic, and I was like, "Hell yeah, I need an antibiotic." Thank you so much. Shout out to doctors or nurses, nurse practitioners. I think
all those
works
people.
at the immediate care.
Yep.
All of them.
They were great. They were helpful. Shout out to them. But yeah, what was I saying? What was I talking about?
I was asking about how you had a podcast.
The
now
Puffcast.
It's yes. So what is it now?
I had social media for the Puffcast.
Right.
But then my Twitter got deleted.
I remember that. That was terrible.
God got deleted because I fucking quote tweeted a match graphic.
That's why you got banned? Or you got deleted because of a graphic?
Yes, it was a graphic of me in a match called a punch your ticket match.
Right.
And a buddy of mine, another wrestler named Mark Wheeler, was in the match. And I quote tweeted the graphic and I said, "I'm going to punch Mark Wheeler in the face so hard he bleeds. And if he doesn't, I'm going to do it again. Harder." Like it was that verbatim.
Yeah.
And that tweet, the second I hit send, immediately I got an email on the top, a notification on the top of my thing saying your Twitter suspended.
Wow.
Like the second I hit send. So it wasn't like someone reported me.
That's crazy.
I tweeted the word bleed and punch too close to each other.
And that was it.
Like, it was like you're banned for threats of violent terrorism or something. I was
crazy.
Like, I sent this like dissertation in email saying, like explaining what wrestling is.
Right.
And then I'm not actually going to fucking attack this man. He's a
Yeah.
friend of mine.
That's crazy.
Nothing. Lost 7,000 followers like that.
That's nuts.
Because Twitter fucking sucks. And then I tried to appeal to dickhead Elon Musk. I sent another email once he bought Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, Elon Musk, you're all about free speech, right?"
Yeah.
You have my
Yeah.
Twitter
Help
back.
me out. Right.
And he didn't help me out, so he's fucking
Nope.
full of shit. Not that he wasn't already obviously full of shit, but
Right.
Elon Musk fucking sucks. And you can tell him I said that. Put that as a quote for this podcast. Puff wants to fight Elon Musk till the death.
So if you don't have the Puffcast, are you still on YouTube and Twitch?
I do Twitch, yeah.
Yes.
The Puff podcast has turned into my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Puff the Wrestler. Because Puff is God was taken.
Out. Yeah.
Puff is God was taken somehow.
Yeah.
I still think Puff is God on Twitch was like an old account of mine that I forgot the password to.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it started out as Puff is God 69, and then I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. I made my Twitter Puff the Wrestler. I'm just gonna do Puff the Wrestler. So it's twitch.tv/Puff the Wrestler, and started out as me just being on Twitch, talking about wrestling, talking about my life, talking shit, whatever.
Vlogs
Drinking
and stuff.
I started. I drank a bunch of Mountain Dews.
Nice.
One of my first streams was me just tasting every flavor of Mountain Dew I could find.
Nice. That's cool.
I'm a big
my wife will tell you I do that, and not even on like Twitch. I just do it at home.
Just because.
You gotta. Every year they come out with so many new Dew flavors. You gotta.
Oh yeah.
You gotta check the rankings. You know.
All right. Do you have a favorite Dew flavor?
Flair.
I do.
Flair.
I do.
All right. What do you got?
And it's rare.
Okay.
Oh,
But it is currently, as of this recording, in stores right now.
Okay.
It is Mountain Dew Game Fuel Cherry.
Oh yeah.
Citrus.
Right.
The cherry citrus Mountain Dew that they came out with in like 2007 for Halo. I guess there's a new Halo game out right now, and they brought this Mountain Dew flavor back. It's my favorite of all time, Mountain Dew. But
so
man, I tell you what, sometimes Diet Mountain Dew fucking hits.
Oh, Diet Mountain Dew, I think, is honestly better than Mountain Dew.
Better than
honestly, yeah, absolutely.
It hits, and like, because I did a Dew ranking one time on Twitch, and Diet Mountain Dew came in like second place out of all these different flavors, and I couldn't believe it. What is this happening? Thank you. Sorry, I had a run in.
No, you're fine.
Oh no!
Someone handed me one of the nugget.
Nice
from the.
That's
new,
awesome.
Listen,
that's so cool.
Happy Meals.
Nice.
You've got to open it because the wife and I just went and got them yesterday.
Oh, who is this?
Oh, check it out. This is a Penny City exclusive part 2.
Yeah, we got a lot of exclusives today.
Wafutu.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know how you say their name. It's Wafutu.
I guess it's Wafutu. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. I got Don Bernice, which is the woman that's dressed like Dracula.
Oh hell yeah!
And
there
then
you go. Nice.
Whatever the one is that's called
nice,
like the neighborhood kid with the hat on. My wife got that one.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I got the Freeze, dude.
The Freeze.
Oh yeah.
The Freeze one. I think those are the only two that are in the household right now. But man, I like the Freeze one is so sick, and that was the first one I got. And it's like I like collecting these little the fucking adult Happy Meal things. Like I have up on one of my shelves. You can't see. I have the like when they did it before with the things with two eyes.
Oh yeah.
I have the Grimace with the two eyes and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to spend $11.
Yeah.
On a burger, fries, and drink from McDonald's just to get the toy. It's like, bro.
It's just crazy how like when we were kids, like McDonald's was fast food and cheap. Now it's cheap. It's like $20 for a burger, fries, and a drink. It's like the same amount as you would just go to a restaurant, but it's fast food. It's crazy.
It's why I have this folder in my phone of any restaurant I can get an app for.
Nice.
To do the rewards and the offers.
Yep.
Like
always go for that. Always.
Like here's something. Yesterday, Jordan asked me what my Wendy's order is. I don't have a specific order. I go to the offers and see what is not a fucking $9 burger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like everything is so expensive.
If I'm doing fast food, I always go for like the Biggie meals, the Biggie deals, the 4 for $5, the 4 for $4, something simple because I'm not spending $20 on a burger and fries.
So we had actual conversations. Oh yeah, we had
I
conversations
got
about it because
Baconator money, bro. I'm not Elon.
I know,
Musk.
right?
I wanted the adult Happy Meal. I was excited about the chicken nugget thing. So my wife is like, "Well, you're not paying $11 for an adult Happy Meal."
True.
So then we went to Walmart and she found this popcorn that she likes. Smart Food makes a nacho cheese Dorito flavored.
Yep.
It's the best pop. I don't
Okay.
like
It's so
popcorn.
good.
I love
It's
that
so
shit.
good.
So
I have a bag in the kitchen right now.
There you go.
So you find it sparingly at Walmart because it sells out so fast.
Yeah.
Right.
So she bought 2 bags, and I said, you buy one more bag of those, and that's going to equal the cost of my adult Happy Meal, and I'm getting one.
There you go.
And that's how I convinced her to go for an adult Happy Meal, and then she
That's
got one
amazing.
too. So yeah.
Well, I will say
that's-
though, McDonald's on their app has a 20% off any purchase over $2 coupon.
There you go.
So the one
There
adult
you
Happy
go.
Meal that I bought, I used that coupon on, and it
Yep.
was like $9 instead of $12.
It's
But-
still a lot of money.
yeah.
I just want to point out we've got 2 comments here, and we've got Mike from Indeed who says Puff is a beautiful human being, which
Facts.
fact exactly.
Facts.
But,
What's up, Lily?
Our good friend Lily Rodriguez here is chipping in with I, for one, am super excited about the adult Happy Meals at McDonald's. I also frequently buy the kids' Happy Meals.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a little bit
Yeah.
cheaper. It's a little cheaper.
Listen,
it's smaller, but it's also
when
better because it's not as much food as
when
a
they
regular,
brought
you know.
they brought back the Halloween buckets last year, I went and got one because I was
Right.
like, I gotta have one of those Halloween buckets. They're like the coolest things.
Yeah,
I'll get that because with the rewards points you earn through the McDonald's app,
right.
6,000 points will get you a Happy Meal,
Yeah.
or it'll get you a Big
Ooh.
Mac. And
Okay.
Wow.
do I want
Okay.
one sandwich or do I want a sandwich, nuggets, fries, drink?
Right.
I redeem the fucking point and a toy and a little
Right.
toy.
That always
Right,
reminds me
check
of
it
that
out.
movie back in like 2003, Super Size Me, where and it's and I'm not talking
Yeah.
about the guy that was in it.
It's a crazy movie.
I'm talking about the side story where they had the guy, the really skinny dude, which makes no sense, but he had like his 1 millionth Big Mac, and I'm like, dude, that's just absurd. That's just absurd. Like,
You can't do that nowadays. You can't.
No.
In this economy, how can you afford 1 million Big Macs, bro?
no, no, like,
And
Unbelievable.
we got another comment here. LM2116 also agrees that citrus cherry is the
there
best
you go.
flavor.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I actually have 2 flavors that I would say pretty much tie for me. One is Merry Mashup.
Okay.
That's the Christmas cranberry one.
right.
I think that's amazing. And then I actually like Red, White, and Dew, where they mix
That one is good. That one's good.
Voltage,
Voltage,
Code
Red,
Red,
Whiteout.
and Whiteout. Yeah, because Whiteout's hard. Whiteout they discontinued,
Yeah.
which
We got
is
another
horrible.
big comment from Lily here. She says,
yeah.
I got all the Halloween buckets because, 90s kid. But how about the bundle box? 2 Big Macs, 2 burgers, 2 large fries, 10-piece nuggets for less than $20. How do I say no?
Was that a deal that they had going on? I haven't
Wow.
seen
Apparently
that.
it was. Apparently it was a deal back in the day. Apparently they
Back in
had
the day, they had that deal. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But nowadays, I keep talking about back in the day when they.
Yeah,
That was the deals they used to have. I remember.
yeah.
Even back in like high school, people would get it was 40 nuggets and 2 large fries for like $10. And it was like,
Oh.
They still do the. They
She just
still
said
do
that
the-
it's
yeah.
still a thing.
We saw somebody
Still a thing.
we saw somebody get a 40-piece nugget when we were at McDonald's the other day.
40-piece?
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They actually did a 50-piece at one point, and it was like a challenge. People were like trying to eat the 50-piece
Oh, yeah.
all in one sitting.
I got
Yeah.
some buddies up in Canada that do the McNugget challenge. They have a McNugget title belt.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what the record is.
That's awesome.
I think
That's
the record
great.
is over 100 nuggets. I think
Wow.
they've eaten
We
over
need-
100 nuggets.
We need to get them on the podcast sometime to
Yeah,
talk about
Oh,
that.
hell
That's
yeah.
cool.
I'd be totally down for that. So, what are some of your favorite games that you stream on your Twitch channel? Do you have like
That's the
a
thing. I
a
play
favorite
one
game?
I play
One game?
one game only, because that's the thing. Like
Fortnite?
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Oh man.
I'm not a big video game guy.
Right.
I used to do like the Jackbox games so people could play along.
Oh, those are so much fun though. Those are so
Murder
much fun.
Trivia Party is
It's
the
one of the
greatest game of all
Best
time.
games.
It's awesome.
Exactly. One of
I
the
could play
best
that
games.
24 hours a day. Yeah,
Um,
I love it.
But then people in my Twitch were telling me to play Fortnite, and I was like, I'm not into those kind of games. I'm not good at those games. Blah blah
Right.
blah. Excuse me. They're just like, try it, and I was like, okay, I'll play. Played it, got hooked immediately. It's taken over my life.
I think that's the reason why I haven't started playing it, because I know that if I start playing it and I enjoy it, I will not stop.
I got
That's
a Fortnite wheel.
Nice.
People can
Nice.
bits or do donations, and I spin, and like it's like the certain types of challenges that I will play the game for.
Nice.
So,
that's cool.
it's all Fortnite shit here, man.
Man.
Got a Fortnite llama here.
Nice.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh,
so what's your Fortnite character? Does he look like you, or is it just somebody completely different?
That's you can't customize the skins yet.
Okay.
But right now I'm playing as Raphael, a buddy of mine who came in as a Twitch viewer, but now we play Fortnite together. Shout out Joyful Violence. He makes a bunch of cool ass wrestling highlight videos.
Oh, nice.
So shout him out. He's fucking Joyful Violence on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff.
Right.
He makes a lot of badass highlight reels.
Go follow him.
Yes.
Go do it.
He sent me because I was playing with him. I was playing with him and Mike from Indeed from the chat.
There you go.
Also,
Shout
Mike from the Indeed podcast. I don't know if you're familiar. They were playing as turtles, and I didn't have a turtle. I was like, I don't have a turtle. I don't want to spend V-Bucks right now. Blah blah blah. Joyful Violence sent me Raphael. So right now I'm playing as Raphael,
nice
turtle. Before that, I was playing as they brought Eminem to the game, and I've been playing as.
That's right. I saw that. I was watching their live concert.
Live event. I was at a show during the live event, and I was doing commentary on a Black Label Pro show during the live event. And
you didn't miss much.
I couldn't get into the game.
You didn't miss much.
It wouldn't let me in because the servers were like crashing. It pissed me off so much, man. I don't want to talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Good subject. Good subject. I'm pissed.
So before we transition into the main event, we've been mentioning it on the show pretty much the whole time, but I want to get your actual favorites with fast food places. Do you have like a certain list of favorites that you would go to if you have to go to one, or it's just if it's there, it's there?
If I had the option, I would go to Jack in the Box every day.
I wish there was one near us because there's not one by us, but I hear good things about it.
Jack in the Box is so far away from me. It's like 5 hours plus, maybe more. Long John Silver's.
Oh my god, dude! I have
an hour and a half away.
I have beef with them. I have much beef with Long John Silver's.
Let's hear it. Tell me how you have beef with
no. Junior year of my college, I didn't have any roommates. I was forced to roommate with somebody that I wasn't a huge fan of. I won't say his name. I don't want to call
give me his name and social security number.
No. But so it was the three of us. So I had my own room, but it was like blocked off by like a wooden, like when like the really thin wooden like
particle board
wall. Yeah. So I had my own space, and then Trent and my buddy Chris had their own space, and he would always order from Long John Silver's, and I feel like it was always the same order. So whenever I would walk into the apartment, it would always smell like shrimp. For days on end.
You know what?
For days on end, it would smell like shrimp. I'm like, dude, either throw out your garbage or get some spray or something, because it always smells like shrimp in this apartment, and I can't stand it. So I have beef with Long John Silver's because of that.
That's fair, but I wouldn't place the blame on Long John Silver's. I'd place it on brother who's not thrown away his Long John Silver's and leaving it in a public space. You can't leave fucking seafood.
No, you can't.
A notoriously smelly food. Like, I understand seafood is smelly, you know?
Yeah. Oh no, it is.
You can't leave that in a public space for other people. Like, you can't subject other people to that shit. That's just
right.
See,
not courteous. That's
if I was an athlete, I would have a T-shirt that would say "Hush Puppy Based Athlete," because I could eat them shits all day long. Seriously.
That's great.
I love a fucking Hush Puppy. Man.
Oh, it's so good. Oh man.
So Long John Silver's. I never get to go to Long John Silver's, but I put them up there in my top fucking fast food. And Taco Bell.
That was one.
Of
thing.
course, dude. That's my go-to. If I need fast food and I'm craving it, it's either Wendy's or it's Taco Bell. Most times it's Taco Bell.
Yeah, we go to Taco Bell a lot because the wife loves Taco Bell. But
Dude,
Long John Silver's
zero sugar, you can't beat it.
Oh, never.
Oh,
It's
so
again something about either zero sugar or diets that are sometimes better than just the regular versions.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yes,
I think that's a really good,
far superior to regular Dr. Pepper.
Absolutely,
that's a
absolutely,
and having no calories. Like, if you drink regular Dr. Pepper, you're just a fucking idiot in my opinion.
You heard it here first.
There you go. It's fact now.
It's
fact. I don't know. I always, and I never thought I would be into it, but I really liked Coke Zero. I thought that was I thought it really was good. I
rips.
Never thought I'd be into it, but yeah.
I love Coke Zero. Coke Zero, Diet Coke, fucking any diet soda I'm into usually.
Well, let's transition this, Ralph.
Yeah,
I think it's time.
Is it time?
We delve into.
Oh shit!
It's main event time.
The main event time.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's dive in. We've been talking about sodas the whole time. Let's get into your top 5 sodas.
This is exciting because you have talked about a lot of sodas.
A lot of sodas on the show so far. So now we got to narrow it down to 5.
You properly built this segment.
Yeah,
really
pretty much.
You know,
let's start out.
You know, it's like you've done that before. Like you know what you're doing.
I know exactly. Exactly. You have the experience. So let's get down into it with your number 5, sir.
Listen, the rankings change.
Oh, okay.
And I usually have a top 3. Now
okay.
Do 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
Listen, I'm gonna do no particular order.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
But then once I get the 5 laid out, I might be able to do a particular order.
Okay,
Gotcha.
cool.
Makes sense.
Perfect.
One
Let's
of
do
them
it.
for sure is Pennsylvania Dutch Diet Birch Beer.
Ooh,
Brilliant choice.
That's a great choice.
It's a 10 out of 10 beverage. It's 0 sugar, full flavor. It's fucking great.
And I will say Pennsylvania Dutch makes about the best birch beer anyway.
Oh, they make the
Like
best birch beer.
Yeah.
Bar none.
That's
Good
what,
stuff.
like earlier when I was talking about A Treat, I said they have a good diet birch beer, but it doesn't come close to the Pennsylvania Dutch diet.
Love it.
Second, I'm gonna put a regional buffalo soda called Loganberry.
Okay, that one I have not had.
Logan.
It's not carbonated, so I guess it qualifies as like a soft drink.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
qualify it. It's
So
Aunt
what is
Rosie's
the flavor of Loganberry?
Yeah, Aunt Rosie's Loganberry.
Oh,
That's
Lily brings up a good point, but is it red or white birch beer?
red. It's red.
Okay.
Okay.
I've heard that there's blue birch beer out there.
There's blue birch beer? How?
There-
Why?
There is, and so there is a company in Pennsylvania called the I believe it's the Catawissa Soda Company, and they do like when you go to festivals and things and you see those trailers that are like, you know, got the sodas on tap. Blue birch beer is something you can get on tap. Like they'll get from them.
I just don't
So there is a
understand
blue
why
birch beer
blue.
out
Is
there.
it just blue dye or is it like a different flavor of birch
I'm not
beer?
really sure. I think I think it tastes kind of similar to maybe like a white birch.
Right.
Okay.
You know. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it's just a white birch beer that they fucking threw blue dye in.
It
Yeah, but
probably-
that's what I'm thinking. It's just blue
probably
dye,
could
and
be.
that's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, what's even the point of that?
Exactly.
What's the point of
There
that?
is no
Trying to
point.
be-
No
trying to be
point.
funny with it. We're talking about the flavor here, not the color. Come
And
on.
not the color. All right. Next one. What we got?
Damn it. Oh, Grapette.
What is it?
Walmart
Yes.
brands.
Yes.
Walmart brands grape soda.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I
yes.
love
yes.
grape soda. I don't drink it often because it's always full of sugar.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
The
sugar.
best grape soda is Walmart's store brand Grapette. Grapette.
Gotcha.
Grapette.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great.
I can never
Grapette.
find it anymore anyways. They don't
It's
even
hard.
have it in Walmart's. It's so hard to find.
Oh, really?
The Walmart sodas, some of that stuff is like a real toss up as to whether you can find it or not. Now, the Grapeette and the Orangette were like big, I believe, big brands like back in the 50s, and Walmart like bought the name rights to them, and so they brought it back, and that's when you started seeing like the Grapeette and the Orangette. But it is exceptionally good grape soda. You are 100% correct in that.
Oh, yeah.
Grape soda. See, for me, it's either grape soda or orange soda. That's like.
Oh, you only do one?
Well, no, like it's either like if I'm an avid soda guy drinker. I try to keep away from it as much as I can. But if I am gonna grab one on the shelf and I see it first, it's either gonna be the orange or the grape.
Okay,
and like that, like those are the two that I go for if I'm grabbing it, or ginger ale. But that's it.
I fuck with some ginger ale.
Oh yeah,
I like ginger ale a lot.
Do you have a favorite brand of ginger ale? If you had to pick one.
I'm gonna say Canada Dry.
Okay.
Only because they have a lot of options.
Right.
They put out like throughout the year, and they do the options in zero sugar.
Oh yeah.
Like they do a zero sugar blackberry ginger ale, zero sugar cranberry ginger ale, a zero sugar.
So many options. Yeah.
Pomegranate ginger ale.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna say Canada Dry for that reason. But I usually don't discriminate. I fuck with it.
Oh yeah. All right, so I think that was 3 sodas. I think that was 3 sodas so far, right? So 2 more. So 2 more. Before we build the list up, we'll do 2 more.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had one. I had one and I lost it. Now I'm upset.
I understand.
Yeah, damn it. It was in the vein of like a Dr. Pepper or something, I thought. I don't know if I put it in my top 5 of all time, though. Fuck.
It's tough.
Oh, you know what?
Hard.
If I can say all time,
Yeah.
Diet Pepsi Twist. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh wow, throwback. Okay,
Lemon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's number 1 already
no,
on the list.
That's not number 1. That's not
Okay.
That's just
Okay.
No, but that's on his list. For all
Yeah, that's
time.
on his list. Okay, so
Gotcha.
so then one more before we start building the list up 5 to 1.
This is bullshit.
Brain work brain.
It's working. I'm just there's so many good sodas that I've had throughout my life.
Right.
I'm just like,
see, I'm a little disappointed that you haven't added Squirt on there already. Like that should already be on the list.
fun fact, Squirt is not anywhere near my top 5.
I think you've had enough of it being during a wrestling show. You had so much of it.
My body covered in it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big grapefruit guy at all, so.
Oh, is that what the
That's what Squirt is. Yeah.
the flavor is? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was a regular soda.
It's just It's just a funny name.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking up at I have a shelves full.
Do you have a shelf of just cans of soda?
Yeah, random. I think I'm gonna put that fucking cherry citrus Mountain Dew in there.
There you go. Okay, so there you go. So there's your 5. That's 5.
Yeah.
So now,
what was 4? What was the 4th one I said?
Oh
Aunt
man.
Rosie's.
No, it was Aunt Rosie's Loganberry, Diet Birch Beer, Pennsylvania Dutch, Grapeette.
Yep.
Grapeette.
Mountain Dew Orange or Cherry Citrus. And what was my 4th?
Oh no.
Did I say something?
I think you did. I'm trying to remember what it is. Wasn't it the birch beer or did I say the birch beer?
Pepsi Twist.
Oh no, there it is.
Pepsi Twist.
There it is.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks,
you,
Lily. Thank you for
Lily's
the brain power because our brains are off right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna put.
All right, so let's go from 5 to 1. Let's go.
Oh.
No. I'm gonna go 1 to 5 if that's cool.
No, that's fine. 1 to 5. Let's go.
That's just how my brain works. I'm sorry. I think number 1.
All right.
Aunt Rosie's Loganberry.
All right.
Wow.
Number 1.
Then
That's official.
Number 2 is the Pennsylvania Dutch Diet Birch Beer.
Got it.
Okay.
Number 3 is Grapeette.
Okay.
Number 4 is the Game Fuel Cherry Citrus Mountain Dew.
Nice.
5 is Pepsi Twist.
Boom.
Okay.
There you go. There's the
Nailed.
list. 1 through
All right.
5, baby.
But Pepsi Twist is. You can sub that out for other stuff, man. Fuck. I don't know right now. Pepsi Twist.
So I'm gonna ask you about.
List. Let me just put that out there. Disclaimer. It's
Disclaimer.
not definitive because it will change based
Yeah,
on
I'm
right.
sure.
Right.
Sure.
I'm sure it will. I'm
based on
sure
my
it will.
mood and my brain activity, whether or not my
Right.
brain is functioning properly and can remember. It's not a definitive list.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you about 2 sodas here because these are 2 of my favorites, and I don't know if you've ever had them, but the Mexican soda Doritos, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Have you had the brown soda Tamarind? Have you had that one?
That one's
Okay.
good.
You were gonna say
That
Tam-
one
That
is
one's really
that one is good. Do you know what Tamarind is?
No.
It is like so tamarind. It looks like a little pea. It grows in a pod, and it's actually a fruit. And they use it a lot in Mexico, Cuba, but they make it into a lot of sweet things. They make it into like
Right.
ice creams and. I just drank the soda because I thought it was good and I never knew what it was. But
Yeah,
You just didn't question it. You just didn't
well, my
question it. Yeah, it's
my
good.
aunt's Cuban, so she explained it to me one time because I was like, "This is like damn good soda." And
Yeah.
Right.
well, anyways, so have you ever had something called Pepsi Kona?
Pepsi
This
what?
is Pepsi Kona, Kona. So
Like
it was out for literally 1 year.
Like the coffee? Kona?
Yeah,
Kona
so,
coffee?
so
right. Right.
what it was is before there was Coke Black, which was the Coke version of like coffee flavored soda. Pepsi did it first, and it was called Pepsi Kona, and it came in a bottle, and the bottle it had like it almost looked like a leopard print label, but it was like brown with black spots, and it said
Right.
Pepsi Kona, and it was amazing because you would drink this. And the entire time you're drinking it, it tasted like regular Pepsi.
Oh,
And then
wow.
the minute you were done drinking it, you had the aftertaste of coffee in your mouth.
That's crazy.
It was amazing, and it only came out for one side. They did like test runs of it, and I was like in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for some reason, and there was like a Pepsi truck that was giving out free samples, and then it was out for like 1 year, and then
it was gone.
Do you
But it
know
is
what
like-
year it came out?
It would
I googled it.
be it would be
I googled it.
it would
came
be
out
1996.
in
Oh, wow.
1996.
Jesus.
I nailed it. I love it.
Talk about a throwback.
That is,
Wow.
but that is like my white whale of soda. If I found somebody that had Pepsi Kona right now, I'd buy it from them and probably drink it.
So hear me out.
I got you.
Pepsi Kona came out in 1996
Yes.
Right.
and was discontinued by 1997. Puff was
Yes.
born in October of 1996.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I did not
Man.
have a chance to try Pepsi Kona.
So Lily just said, so sad no one said Sweet Lightning Mountain Dew.
I don't like Sweet Lightning Mountain Dew. I was disappointed
I
to be
hate
honest.
to say that. I also man,
I was disappointed.
I think it's all right, but a lot of the times KFC doesn't have a good mix in their machine.
Absolutely
Oh,
true.
so we can-
Absolutely true.
So we
Yeah.
can blame KFC for this.
Blame KFC
Shame,
for that one. It's
KFC,
KFC's
shame.
fault. It's
If
for
Mountain Dew
shame.
put it out in bottles, it might taste better to me. But
Yeah. Well,
I like
it's,
peach. Oh,
yeah.
oh my God! I had a soda for my top 5.
Ooh,
Oh, go, go.
It's from the Coke Freestyle machine.
Go.
Yes.
Raspberry Peach Mellow Yellow Zero.
Oh, wow. That's
I'm writing that down.
That's a mixed match of flavors, man.
Because Raspberry Peach is one flavor option. Raspberry Peach Mellow Yellow Zero. Boom.
Woo. That's crazy.
Maybe take Pepsi Twist out. Maybe take Pepsi Twist out.
See,
because
Lily,
not readily available.
this is your problem. You're going to KFC for your drinks, but they're badly mixed. They're
I
badly
would go
mixed.
to bottle too.
Jeez. Man. That's
So
what-
let me throw this question out to both of you guys because you guys, well, Ralph has more years than me anyway, but still, throw out to both of you guys. Sorry, Ralph.
it's all right.
What are some of your favorite drinks that are now no longer in existence, soda wise?
Definitely Pepsi Twist.
Okay, Ralph, do you have one that was like?
Oh,
Vault.
Oh, the vault,
They
right?
got
The
rid
vault.
of Vault. was
Oh
great.
man,
Vault.
Right.
So Coke made a soda at one point called Josta.
I don't remember that one.
Josta.
No.
And I gotta look it up to see exactly what the flavor was.
Josta.
Yeah, it was.
How old was that?
I'm sorry, it was Pepsi, not Coke, but it was. So this was again back in 1995, and it was
95,
discontinued
okay.
in '99. But it was Pepsi made this soft drink that was supposed to be like an energy drink.
Okay.
And I mean, it was really good. So one time, we took Josta, and we took Jolt Cola,
Oh, jeez.
and we took Mountain Dew, and we mixed the three of them together to make a super energy
Super
drink.
soda.
That was one of the drinks that kept us up for hours. And then we made this thing called sludge, where we took the pre-mixed Kool-Aid that would like have the sugar already in it.
Right.
And so we would use that, and we would put in the normal amount, and then we would put in like a tenth of the water and just mix it up, and that would keep us awake for days as well. But I do think this is a good answer here, Lily.
I was just
going to
say it too, and so I agree. That one was a good one. That one was a good one.
I got a bottle of Crystal Pepsi right there.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
It has lost its shape.
I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has.
Whatever the containments in it are.
And I might be the only person that thinks this, but I have claimed for some time that I think that Pepsi Blue tasted a lot like Crystal Pepsi.
Yes, it is still clear, Lily. Oh no, actually no. This is to you. Is it still clear? She wants to know. It is still
clear. It is still.
It is still clear.
I had Pepsi Blue.
Yeah.
When they re-released it like a year ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I thought it just tasted like Pepsi. I didn't taste any berry flavor or anything in it.
It was probably just blue, blue dyed to change the color of it. Just dyed.
Yeah. I think that's probably about it for me. I don't. I mean, I.
Oh
get
my
upset.
God! Lily just wrote someone is selling a brownish one for $200 on eBay. Disgusting.
Wow.
Whoever buys that for $200 wasted $200.
Yeah, it's not called brown. It's not called brown Pepsi. It's called Crystal Pepsi.
Wow.
Well, there's a guy, I don't know if you guys follow him on YouTube, known as LA Beast. He is a guy that loved Crystal Pepsi, and he made a whole thing about bringing it back, a whole petition about it. And I think they did bring it back for a little bit, but then they once again, ixnayed it again.
That's where my bottle is from, when it re-released.
Right.
I don't have an original bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what she said. She goes, but it's an original.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. So here, just for reference here, that is
there you go.
Pepsi Kona.
Pepsi Kona.
Honestly, that is I'm telling you, that is the one soda that I'm like, I shed a tear for. That is my white whale.
You were sad that it was gone. You're very sad.
I was devastated.
Devastated. Yeah.
I think a lot of original Pepsi stuff. They back in the day, Pepsi had a lot of good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had Pepsi Twist. They had Pepsi One, which was 1 calorie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it tasted so good. Pepsi nowadays, the recipe has gone back and forth, and it's like, it sucks, man. It's
Yeah, I will not choose Pepsi as a choice anymore. If unless there's no other option. But
when Coke Zero exists, why would I ever choose Pepsi Zero?
Exactly.
Sure. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Makes a lot of sense. This has been very enlightening.
Yeah, I was just saying.
This has gone a lot of different ways that I didn't expect it would go, and it's been a great interview. But before we kind of wrap things up here, let's talk about some upcoming events.
Yes.
Oh shit.
And we talk about this all the time, but I noticed someone else was dancing this time a little bit, so I thought I'd mention it. But we make these videos, and we put the music in, and we love the music so much that
we just dance to our own songs in the background.
And sometimes when we're bored, we'll catch each other. Like if somebody comes into StreamYard and they'll see the other person's on the stream, like watching a video and dancing to it. It's crazy. But all right, so
what do you got coming up, Puff? Anything
Yeah.
down the line?
My next date, wrestling wise, is the day after Christmas, Boxing Day.
Oh, Boxing Day.
I'm going
love
to be
it.
in Toronto for Greektown Wrestling.
Right.
Mhm.
That's the 26th of December. And then the 29th, I'm going to be in Bethlehem at the National Sokals.
Yes.
Let's hang out.
Nice.
Awesome.
And then the 31st, I'm going to be in Worcester, Massachusetts
Nice.
for
Very cool.
the Restival. I'm going to be at Rad
Oh.
Pro.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
I
yes.
have been getting up on Rad Pro recently. That's amazing stuff they're doing up there.
They're doing
Yes.
some badass shit.
Love it.
I'm in I believe it is the Reindeer Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Rudolph's Red-Nosed Rumble. That's what it is.
Nice.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
Nice.
I'm going to be in that. And then I'm going to be at Heavy Lies the Crown for Beyond Wrestling later in the night.
Hell yeah.
Same
All right.
venue.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I don't even know. I need to look. I don't know what I'm doing in January. I'm gonna be at the Capitol on the 6th for
There
the
you go.
reunion anniversary.
Right.
Uh,
You got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, no,
A
I don't
bunch of
know.
stuff going on.
That was a joke, by the way. I don't know if that landed. On the 13th, I'm going to be in Barrie, Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
19th,
All right.
I'm going to be in Ottawa for C4.
Right.
I just got announced for Courage Pro Wrestling up in Hamilton, Ontario.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Wow.
They're a big promotion up there. February 11th. That's when that is. That's February 11th. And I
Gotcha.
also got announced for Top Tier Wrestling in Canada. I'm trying to
Ooh.
see. What is the date on that?
You're just doing like a Canada tour right now.
Yeah, I'm always in Canada, dude. It's crazy.
You need like a Puff is God in Canada shirt.
Exactly.
I should get a tough Canadian
You
shirt.
should.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
absolutely.
absolutely wear that.
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Yes,
Yes.
Just my face on the
amazing.
Canadian flag.
Yeah.
so good.
Yes.
February 17th is Top Tier Wrestling
There you go.
Okay.
in Hamilton. Oh, no, where'd it go? What the fuck? It just disappeared on me. Whatever. You heard it, right?
No, we got you.
I
Yeah.
got you. We're
What else am I going to be in February? Black Label Pro, C4.
there you go.
I might pop out at some more stuff too. Who knows?
Sure.
Right.
You know,
Well,
all over
you're-
the place.
You're on socials, so people can
That's true.
follow your stuff on socials there, and
Yep.
they'll be able to
I'm always
keep
on
up with
Twitch.
exactly where you're going to be.
Always on Twitch. Follow him on
Yeah.
Twitch.
Puff
Watch
the
him beat
Wrestler
people up in
on
Fortnite.
Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Puff the Wrestler. Make sure you check that out.
Mhm.
So we've got a
We got a
couple
ton
things.
of stuff.
We got a couple things coming up here. So let's
I'm gonna
just
bring
take
stuff. I'm gonna bring some stuff up here, and Ralph, you can mention
Yeah.
it as I bring some stuff.
All right,
off
let's
with
do
our holiday special.
Ooh, it's coming.
What
We
we
wish
got?
you a dirtbag Christmas with our good friend Dirtbag Dan.
Yep.
So that'll be premiering on Christmas Eve. That's our Christmas Eve episode.
We don't have the graphic, but do you want to mention our New Year's Eve special?
So our New Year's Eve special, and again, we're very excited about this one.
Super excited.
We are having a great and devious New Year's Eve
Mm-hmm.
with the man himself, Ultramantis Black. So we are.
Oh yeah,
very-
we're super excited to
we're
have that
stoked
one.
for that.
And then after that, 36, we have
Let's take a look at
the so-called king of Lehigh Valley.
Uh-huh.
That is Sydney Bacabella.
Yeah, so that one's January
Come back.
7th.
We
Hey,
got
man.
following that the
Oh.
newly engaged couple of Pancakes and Abby Jane.
That's
Okay.
January 14th. We'll be talking to them.
Then right after that, we have another team coming up on the show. We got the Outfielders, episode 38, Shay McCoy and Weber Hatfield.
January 21st. That'll be.
And then the following week, I
show.
will be on the Jarrett Cruise. So Ralph has a very special
That's
guest
right.
that we're calling Sir William Avery.
That's right.
Billy
Sir
Avery.
William Avery Esquire will be my special co-host on January 28th.
Don't miss that episode.
That is going to be amazing. If you did not see Billy's episode last week, check that out to get yourself all primed up for our
And then we
special.
have, I mentioned him earlier, but my one of my closest friends that's in the Monster Factory. He's going to be on to talk about his journey called The Italian Tank, my buddy Nick.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, sir. And then we have another newcomer after that, the new kid, if you will. Her name is Selena Hecate.
Yeah,
She is
up in New England.
up in New England.
Yep.
Then we have the many faces of, which we will talk to each of them. Oliver, the three faces of Oliver. He's another Monster Factory guy.
Yep.
And then to round out our list here, we have Shaza McKenzie on the
she'll
show.
rounding
So
out
43.
February, so yeah.
We have a lot of stacked episodes. We are stacked.
We got a few shows coming up.
A lot of shows coming up.
And we just announced this week that we have our first Mania Week booking, April 3rd. It's a Wednesday night. Labor of Love will be having their Wrestle John show. They'll be crowning their first ever citywide champion. We will be at Wrestle John. We will be broadcasting live during the show. And then when we're finished, we're going to be having ourselves a little fireside chat with the champ, the brand new citywide champion. So we're basically going to be everywhere WrestleMania.
Oh, we're going to be out there just doing the things.
That is our first announcement. We will be at Labor of Love for Wrestle John on April 3rd. So that's pretty exciting stuff.
Yes.
All right. Well, this has, again, been a fantastic episode.
Been a lot of fun with you, Puff. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was awesome having you on. It's been a great conversation about
everything, really.
Anything we could possibly think of.
A little bit of wrestling.
A little bit of wrestling,
a lot of everything else. But that's good, though. We like people to get to know our guests
exactly,
as well as they can. So, thanks for joining us today. We're gonna wrap things up here, and then we'll talk to you in a few minutes.
So hang tight.
Yeah, hang tight. All right, Sean.
Right.
That
was
week.
An adventure. That was. I literally said in the post that shenanigans will be had, and shenanigans were had in this episode.
You were like, you were like Nostradamus.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I just came up with right off the top of my head. So again, we want to thank our special guest Puff. We want to thank all the listeners. We want to thank everybody that joined in on the comments this week. We want to just let everybody know, please follow us on socials at Opinion City Pod.
Yes. All the socials.
Email us. Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere. You can email us at opinioncitypod@gmail.com.
Also follow Ben Frank Connect. Follow what ABJ does. Follow what we do.
Our brand
follow
new
the
network.
Connection.
Yeah, at Ben Frank Connect on all the socials. We'll get you everything we're doing, everything ABJ is doing.
Yes.
Check us out on Patreon at Opinion City Pod.
Yes.
We got some cool stuff we're doing there.
Yep.
We want to thank Vadino93, our first Patreon.
Hey, shout out to Nick.
Shout out
Tank.
So join in and enjoy what we're doing over there. And I think that's going to wrap us up for this week.
Yes.
All right, so this has been...
Be sure to check out previous episodes as well as this week's episode. Comment on those topics, this week's topic, last week's topic. Tell your friends, colleagues, tell a complete stranger on the street.
Go get a pierogi and a soda and share it with somebody and tell them about our show. Yep.
Get some pierogies. Do it all. Like, share, subscribe, all those good things. This has been a Ben Frank Connection production.
Yeah.
We will see you guys next time.
This is also Ann here. You're listening to Opinion City Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.